Survivor email from the Nanoose Edibles Farm, and my husband and I started the farm over 20 years ago when we retired from our jobs in Victoria. And I had been working for the Ministry of Agriculture, and Lauren had been working for the Ministry of Forests. And prior to that, we had been on a couple of tropical plantations, and so we had a feeling that farming would be a good retirement venture. And we looked around and finally moved into the Nanoose area and bought the Nanoose Edibles. It was spare sort of pasture land and trees at the time that we bought it. We purchased it from Lauren's cousins, who still live next door to us, which was an added bonus because we had people who were both our friends and our relatives next to us. So we did all manner of things like clear blackberries and other brush and undesirable plants that would be in the way of building healthy soil. However, we didn't change the environment of the farm very much at all. All of the original trees and plantings that weren't on farmable land are still here. We just left them where they were, so it makes a very nice environmental farm as well. We didn't start crops right away. This was a totally deer country even in those days, and so one of the first things that we did was to fence it. And we put a fence, it's just about 23 acres, and the family fenced the whole thing. We did some research into types of fencing, and where there were fences were between us and our neighbors. We put in kind of neighborly fences of a mesh variety, and everything else is 9-strand electric fence, and it's been amazingly effective. It's good looking, and it's stood up well, and it certainly has kept the wildlife out of the farm. And then I think we moved on to things like water systems and drainage systems. We put in a pond. It's a half-acre pond at 25 feet deep. So that's where our summer water supply comes from. So by the time we had those in, it was time to start looking at what we were going to sell. And our daughter, who was a horticulturist, she'd done her horticulture training in Olds. And so she was very keen that we have a good cash crop right away. So we cleared the front field, the one running along by the road, and we filled that with strawberries. So in our second year, we had a bumper crop of strawberries, and it introduced us to everybody in the neighborhood who came to buy strawberries. So it's a very good choice of an original crop to grow. And from there on, we moved into the orchards and vegetables and raspberries and marionberries and all kinds of things, which we still have. At that time, our market was the people from the neighborhood. And also very soon after we started growing vegetables, we started selling into the big restaurants and at the resorts in Tofino. And that has remained a very nice arrangement throughout the years. We've made good friends with these people, and we provide product for them for their restaurants usually throughout the season. They close for a bit, we close for a bit, but by and large the rest of the time we ship to them on a weekly basis. And it's been good for the farm. They do a good job promoting the farm. They put it in their menu and they talk about it, and you quite often have people who've been staying there and eating there come by the farm on their way home and stop in to see the farm. So it's kind of nice.